A warm welcome to the show. Tonight I'm excited to welcome an artist whose work turns walls into stories and colors into emotions. Igor Chołda is a Polish self-taught muralist, painter, illustrator and animator who moves freely between disciplines, blending abstract forms with playful cartoon characters. Next week his latest paintings will be shown at Galeria Żywa in Warsaw, and he is here to talk about his latest works. Hello and welcome, delighted to have you with us. Thank you for joining. So let's start with your largest work, 400 square meters. I'm talking about a mural in Wola district in Warsaw. Can you tell us a little bit more about this creation?
Yeah, it was one of my biggest projects actually in 2018, and I won a grand prize in for this mural, and I painted it on May, I think. It reveals some topics, especially for the part of the city from the Wola, like historical things, people, culture, music, and things that were related strictly to this district, like the fun part, how the people spend their lives using the various things that they could find there these times. The mural is very popular, the citizens like it, and previously it was much more colorful, but the government decided to make it much more blue. And
okay, so that wasn't your call to make it so blue?
Yes, yes. I prepared few versions, and one of them was much more saver, I would say, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about street art. I mean, how important do you think street art is for, citizens, for people who live in a city?
Actually, it's changed because when I started in 2008, it was on the edge, like some people don't like it, most of them don't like it, and treat it as vandalism. And then the street arts became popular. More and more artists became not only write the tags, letters, things like this, and destroying the trains, but started to paint beautiful works on the walls. And it starts that time, and now it's very popular, and people use it like a cultural achievement or something like this. When we think about the street art and we think about such cultures like in the Latin America, for example, where it's very popular, like Mexico or Brazil or Argentina, it was always a kind of talking to people through walls. Yes, it was somehow social engaged in the social problems. But at the same time, a lot of artists who just print or make some beautiful arts that they want to share for the whole people. And I think for me, a street art is something that breaks I would say, the pure art was mostly restricted to galleries and people well educated into art, and street art break it. It's like with the song. If you want to sing, you just take a guitar and play. You don't need the music school, yeah? So the street art was a kind of revolutionary, like in the Banksy movie, Exit Through the Gift Shop.
But you not only do murals, you also paint paintings and create other art forms. Can you tell us a little bit more about the scope of your work?
I'm doing the paintings, illustration, animation. Now I'm working as a 3D character animator for game industry, so I do the stuff in 3D. I'm also a musician, and this is actually how it happens, because my first job, I was a musician. I played Latin music and on drums, on congas, and I was very engaged into salsa, samba, and such rhythms. That's why I think my art is much more colorful and closer to this culture from South America, yeah, let's say. It is related to this kind of very colorful art and graffiti.
And what about the cartoon forms?
Oh.
Because you have a very distinct visual style, right? I mean, it's colorful, but the characters are very cartoon-like.
I grew up in 80s and 90s when it was on the beginning of Cartoon Network, TV station. TV station, and I grew up watching the cartoons, and I really love these retro shapes and movies that from famous director like Gendy Tarkovsky, like Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, or Samurai Jack. So, and my second love is Pablo Picasso, of course. Yeah, all my life I tried to combine some of his shapes and try to. For me, I'm amazing artist. Yeah, so these are my references, I would say, or the people who I admire most.
And you have a show coming up at Galeria Żywa in Warsaw. So what works will it feature?
Most of them are paintings. All of them are paintings, actually, but from the last year, 2025. And I gather a few works, like 14 of them, 15. They are colorful, they are huge and big. Most of them are paintings on canvas. Few of them are made on wood panels and paper. And it's a very cohesive, very, I would say, exhibition that's I had for me, this kind of exhibition is always opportunity to meet people and to show them what is going on in my art lately. So I'm happy to have this opportunity now.
But is there an overarching theme, perhaps a topic
Yes.
that it?
Yes. So the title of this exhibition is called Third Place, and it's third place is not a place; it's a state, because the first place for most people is family or work. The second place is work, for example, and most people have the third place when they relax from the first and second place. For me, it's my art. For others, could be a hobby, could be a sport, could be a other activity that they forget about work, forget about family. They just get into it and have fun. Yeah, it's a state of mind when you just play and you don't think about other things.
I guess it's rare, nowadays with people being so busy. But you're a self-taught artist, and I wanted to ask you whether it was difficult to break, through this glass ceiling and sort of join the professional art as someone who is self-taught.
I didn't thought about this. I just wanted to create, and this is the most important thing. Just focus on create. And I like to say that all that happened in my life, it's when you are ready and you meet the opportunity. So the people think, oh, it's just a luck. It's not a luck. I was prepared. I was just creating because I like it. And I always said, if nobody will ever buy my work, I will create. It's not about this if someone want it or not, if someone like it or not. It's just about me, and I like to do it. I had lot of things to do in my mind, and I think I won't find so much time to create all things that I want to create.
Creating video game characters, that's something that you do professionally.
I animate them. Okay. Yes, I'm an animator. Someone else model them or make the design. I just make the movement. So yeah, but I also do it when I was doing the 2D animation, when I was making the characters and make them moving. But nowadays, for 7 years, I'm mostly in 3D animation for game dev industry, and I'm animating the characters because in the project there are different projects and different species. Some people are responsible for the characters, for animation, for programming. There are a lot of people, so I have my specialization in animation, characters animation.
So what does it involve? I mean, if you could explain to our viewers, how do you sort of make a character move?
It's famous 12 rules of animation from Walt Disney. This is the guy who makes it happen, actually, to develop this whole skills and the whole knowledge about this topic. But at the same time, it's just observation and seeing what kind of movement it's related to the topic, because when you have the cartoon movie, every movement is exaggerated and not so natural, but we like it, yeah, because we're somehow know the Mickey Mouse or other cartoon movies, and we like when the movement is so exaggerated. But when you have the other movies like let's say Avatar, where the technology like motion capture is used for the very realistic movement, like people-like movement, and we barely could see the difference between if it's CG, what means computer graphic, or it's the real one. So the animation is huge, and for me as an animator, I have to know the styles. I know to know the art direct of the game. If it's much more hand animated, it's called keyframe animated, or much more natural, more based on mock-up data, and yeah.
And then you adjust the
yes,
kind of movement that is.
Yeah.
So let's turn to music, because you've already hinted at this. You have your own band, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's Afrobeat. Afrobeat, it's we call it Warsaw Afrobeat Orchestra, and we are connected with the famous Fela Kuti, which was the musician from 70s, musician who developed this kind of music. And Afrobeat, it's not only music, it's a culture, and it's a movement that was developed against the power of that time soldier in the Kenya, I think. And it's related much to the freedom, to the equality, and to such things. And yeah, we have our released in the May. The last year we have released our fifth album. So we're going quite well. Yeah.
So to give our viewers a better idea, let's take a listen to one of your songs. So we've just heard what kind of music you make, but you've also mentioned it's a kind of movement. Is it becoming popular in Poland? Is it gaining popularity?
It starts few years ago, but it's a very, I think in Poland it's not so popular. It's much more popular in US or in Latin countries like in Brazil and Argentina. And Polish market, everybody knows us because the style, there are not so much, there are I think few bands who play.
So you have no
music.
competition.
Yeah, yes, so, but in this kind of music, yeah, so it's not so popular. Our vinyls we actually doing in Germany, and we publish our plate in US, in California, because there is the music is popular, and we sell most of our CDs and or vinyls there. Yeah, but we like it, and it's not about popularity, it's about things that we like, and we want to have fun with it.
So the new year is here, and
Yeah.
Igor, I wanted to ask you if you have any advice for our viewers to perhaps make them pursue their hobbies a little bit more, because you yourself are such a Renaissance man.
Don't wait, just do it, and adjust things while doing things, because you know, the days are going quicker and quicker, and we are becoming elder and elder. And I know that the people have this kind of, oh, I need to prepare, I need to learn more, I need to have much more time. You won't have much more time. Just do it and try to adjust the direction that you are going through doing things.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. Igor Chołda, thank you so much for joining us. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Pulse of Culture. Please stay tuned for more here on TVP World.